What is going on, guys? This is Oh My God Hacks 21 with another standard Gen 5 battle. The video just before this one, I'm actually narrating literally within about 5 minutes of each other. So to me, I'm literally doing a half an hour recording of me narrating. So at the moment, well, after this, I'm going to be kind of pooped with talking. But here we go. I'm going to lead off with my Absol because I saw his team up and I was predicting the Zatu. So I'm going to go for a Night Slash while he goes into a Porygon. Hopefully, or he was probably thinking that I was a Dream Mode one, so he would get justified. But I went for Super Luck mainly because critical hits are very nice. And yeah, so he just gets my Super Luck. Bit of a pain for me, but it doesn't matter. I go to my Lotic while he sets up the Trick Room, and this is another Trick Room team. I mean, literally the video before was another Trick Room team. So maybe there's something going on in Gen 5. I'll have to have a look. Anyway. He switches out to his Conqueror, probably the most stupidest named, apart from Pythagoras, but I'm not going to go into that because I'll probably get slated. Yeah, I really shouldn't have said that, oh well. So I'm going to Toxic it, big mistake on my part because guts and stuff, so yeah, epic lose. So I go into Venusaur mainly because I know that I can take anything which a Conqueror throws at me, including the Drain Punch, Mach Punch, Bulk Up, or Payback. I think they're running, most of them are anyway, and I take it like a Drain Punch like an absolute champion. So I'm going to get some Black Sludge and he's going to get some lefties, and I need to burp. See, I'm being nice, I'm not actually burping down microphone anymore. So he's going to go to Zatu, probably predicting my Toxic so he can bounce it back, but I go for Protect, mainly because LOL, and that Venusaur and Milotic are my barricades and you can't get past them. If you do, well done, you got the team, but oh well. I go into Absol mainly because I can take anything that he throws at me, and he goes for a Light Screen. So I was like, the team before I fought one with a Light Screen, so there's something going on here. But I go for a Night Slash, and that's going to freeze the game. Wow. Right. I don't know what happened there, but I think Windows Movie Maker just had a retard moment. But he stays in, and I'm going to go for a Night Slash, so not sure what you thought there, but oh well. Goes into Porygon 2, and once again he gets Super Luck, and I'm going to go for a Rock Slide just to see if I can flinch it, and if I do flinch it, then I can fire off another Rock Slide to see if I can flinch it to death. If I get a crit, doesn't matter. By the way, Super Luck equals a win. He goes for a Trick Room, and I'm now thinking I've got to get out of there quickly because I am a Jolly Absol, not an Adamant one. A lot of people have actually sent me a message saying, why are you running a Jolly Absol instead of an Adamant, because your Sucker Punch will hit more. But I'm not really reliant on Sucker Punch. It's just if need be, I'll just whack it off. But that is probably the most dodgiest thing I've ever said. But you know what I mean. I really should. Oh my god, that's twice I've gone back to myself. Oh. So he goes for a T-Bolt. I'm going to Flamethrower it, and I'm going to get a Burn, which is quite funny because Burn's not really. I would prefer a Toxic on this Porygon, not actually a Burn, but his Light Screen goes off. That means I'm going to fire off another Flamethrower to see how much damage he does. He goes to an Azumarill, and I'm thinking, I normally see this in the Rain team. I mean, in my Rain team, that is probably something I've not heard, or I'd never want to say again. In my Rain team, I hate that, because in my Rain team, I actually have a Azumarill, but I go for Flamethrower and I get a Burn, so that's twice. I get a Burn on the Porygon 2 and a Burn on the Azumarill, literally within 2. So go Magmortar, you're the haxiest thing around. So I go into Venusaur mainly because I can take anything which is Azumarill throws at me. Waterfall, Aqua Jet. I can't remember what else Azumarill can get. But yeah, it goes for a Waterfall, does absolutely nothing. Nothing. Oh my god, nothing. And yeah, so that's gonna be epic for me. So the dimensions go back to normal, and I go for Synthesis, and I forgot that. I keep on forgetting that my Pokemon are actually faster than they actually am. I mean, well, yeah, I keep thinking they're like really stupidly slow, but they're not. They're all like kind of fast with Trick Room teams. But I'm gonna go for a Synthesis, mainly predicting a Waterfall and stuff. But I should actually gone for eligible. So he gets Burn on him, and he's gonna switch out whilst he goes into a Reuniclus, and I'm gonna go for an eligible, hopefully to finish off the Azumarill, but he didn't, so he switches. So I'm going to go for an energy ball, and that's going to do like nothing to the Uniculus because a lot of them are special bulky, and it doesn't really do that much. I mean, maybe a 5-hit KO, but who wants to have a 5-hit KO? It's not. So I'm going to go into Absol mainly because if he fires off a Psychic, I can just absorb that. If he goes for a Trick Room, which he does, it means I get a free switch in. But I now know that he is 100% going to go for Focus Blast. So Sucker Punch to the face, yeah. So that Sucker Punch is going to do super much damage, super much, and I know it's going to kill because Stab, super effective, Life Orb, and stuff. So Absol is just wrecking at the moment. This is probably one of my favourite sweepers, apart from the Loon. Actually, Absol might become one of my favourites soon. But I'm scared of what he's going to do, and he's going to switch out into Nidoking. Because he's electric, I'm predicting an obvious electric move, so win. But this comes back to bite me in the arse because I forgot that this thing can carry hidden power, and also this has the ability to levitate. So me being the smart person which I am, I go for an Earth Power. So yeah. I go down to like almost 69 HP, woo, 69, and Earth Power, then Levitate, so I face planted on the desk, and I was like, bollocks. So we can go for another Earth Power, Hidden Power. God, I'm special today, and that's going to do enough to kill me, that was obvious, and he's going to have Life Orb, and Dimensions turn back to normal, so I'm going to go to Magma Mortar because I'm Choice Scarred, and I think a Flamethrower is going to do loads of damage to the Electros, but he switches out into Porygon 2 and it's really burned, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to fire off a Flamethrower because Stab, and you never know what's going to come in. But he gets the Traceability Flame Body, don't care because Flamethrower is special orientated. But right, so the burn takes oh my god, the burn gets him within a range where another Flamethrower is going to kill him, so I go for another Flamethrower. If not, I probably would have switched out into something, but oh well. He then goes into a Azumarill, and I was fearing the Aqua Jet, so I switched out into my Venusaur just to get more burn damage and stuff, and I was itching my eye while I was saying most of that. So yeah, he switches out again, making a double switch into Electros, and this was actually quite a smart move, risky but smart. I should have actually stayed in the Magma, so I fired off another Flamethrower to see what it done. But I'm going to go for a Toxic because I know that no matter what this thing throws at me, I can live it. He then goes for an Acid Spray, and I have never faced an Electros before, nor have I seen the move Acid Spray. So I was thinking, right, so this is obviously setting itself up for a sweep, so I am going to just stall it as much as I can. So I go for a Protect this turn just to make sure that he's not going to do anything that's going to do loads of damage to me. It then goes for a Flamethrower, and if I was paying attention to the DS at the time I was playing this, I reckon I could have, the Venusaur would have survived. But when I was doing this, I think I went for the toilet while I was playing the game and whatever, and I wasn't paying attention to the screen, and I thought he just fired off a T-Bolt, so it doesn't really matter. But he didn't, he fired off a Flamethrower. So I'm going for Synthesis, just thinking that he probably fired off another T-Bolt. He goes for a T-Bolt here, and that's going to do like nothing to me, probably hoping for the Paralyze, but it does run about less than half, and he's going to get Life Orb, and then I should have went for the Protect here, because next turn it's a Flamethrower, and yeah, it's going to do a lot of damage to me, and the Synthesis goes on, and I'm going to get full HP, but it doesn't matter because this Flamethrower is going to kill because I'm at -2 in special defense, and it's super effective. Unfortunately, it's not stabs, so it's not at its full potential, nor is it in the sun, so not even more powerful than it should be. So that's going to absolutely destroy my Venusaur, and he's going to go down to life. Or not, yeah, he's going to go down to hit the Toxic after the after the Life Orbs kicked in. I'm really not succeeding in talking today, am I? So I'm going to go out into my Absol because it's a blind switch, and he goes out into Concorder, and I get the hell back because I know exactly what's going to happen. He's going to go for a Mach Punch, and I go into my Sand Slash, which is going to take that Drain Punch like a champion because I have EV'd this in 252 attack and 252 in defense, so I can take a lot of damage and I can deal a lot of damage. Sand Slash is probably one of my favourite leads in Pokemon at the moment, but yeah, win. And I actually outspeed it, and I go for a Stealth Rock. Late game, Stealth Rock's for the win, but goes for a Bulk Up, and I was thinking, fuck, I gotta get this thing dead ASAP. So I go for an Earthquake this turn just to get like loads of damage in, but it actually does like nothing. And yeah, so now I fire off the EQ. Come on, the game needs to be quicker. So I fire off the EQ now, and it doesn't actually do as much as I wanted to, being at stab, and I'm 252 in attack. Pardon me. And goes for a Drain Punch. That's gonna one hit kill me, no problem, and you're gonna get HP back. Bit of a pain in the bum, but not much I can do about it. So now I can just switch into Milotic, because I've now got 2 Pokemon left, and he's got 2 Pokemon left. He's got a Conkeldurr, and he's got a Azumarill. And I know that I can send out my Milotic just to... No, not Milotic, Magmortar. And I've got 3 Pokemon left. Oh my god. So I'm going to fire off a Psychic, but he goes for Mach Punch, and that's going to take out the Magmortar. And I was like, I would have thought Magmortar could have lived that, but obviously he can't. So Magmortar kind of did a lot of work this battle, but it doesn't really matter that he died because he did his job. But he's going to get some toxic damage, and then I'm going to go into Milotic. Now I'm down to 2 Pokemon, or Milotic and Absol, and at the moment I'm just going to protect up and try and get that stalling damage, because you know I love stalling. And Drain Punch is going to do nothing. This battle is this bit's kind of sped up because it needs to be. And he's going for a Mach Punch, and I was thinking, I'm going to live this like a champion, because now I can go for a Recover, and then Protect, Recover, then Protect. Then he gets a critical hit. So I was raging, and I threw my DS across the room, because that's what I do normally when things don't go my way. I have a teenage tantrum. But the Toxic's going to do a load of damage, and in fact I think it kills. Yeah, it does actually kill. So Toxic's an amazing thing to get Pokemon down. So I go for an Absol, because it's my last Pokemon, and we're down to 1 Pokemon each. At the moment I'm in advantage because I've got Sucker Punch, and he has got Burn and Stealth Rocks. So I'm going to go for Sucker Punch just to finish the game off, and that was a good game. So great game, Zark. Unfortunately he doesn't have a YouTube, so I can't link it to him there, but oh well. That was a great game, and that's me, Ravenhurst, out.